It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week.
It's going to be a good one. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, mile high here in Denver, Colorado. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewer up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smell starts to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of game.
On first down, it's Goff. The throw is caught. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Robinson on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. York tacks on that extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Here's a reverse. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll get 18 yards there. And they're going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's out in the clear. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot, and believe it, your guy can get there.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Offense set for a first and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Flush down out to his left. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And he's brought down for a loss. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They'll turn to Corum on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after... Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials. And he's going to make them take another look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. McCarthy looking to throw. He's got it! And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Throwing on third, McCarthy. And it's caught, touchdown! These guys finish off their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Polk makes the catch. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Goff. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. They've got first down from the 31. Putting the tight end in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He breaks the tackle, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and... Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They've got a first to begin the frame. Pitts brings it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Coming right is Gibbs. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Gibbs has them the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gibson now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos offense all set to go. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 22-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Diving forward and he makes the catch.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Goff now on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. Just gets the first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Slot man motioned over. From the 16. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down from the gun. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go.
On play action now, McCarthy. That one's complete, right side. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Handoff now to the receiver. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they dialed up that one at the right time, Brock. Pretty clear the defense was expecting pass, and they couldn't pivot when he got it as a runner instead.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, are they? Now how versatile these wide receivers are in today's game. It's one of the big transitions, Kate, over the last decade. You know, you always used to see Jerry Rice and John Taylor just lined up scoring touchdowns on the perimeter. Not so fast anymore. These wide receivers today, so versatile, and he showed off that on that play.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Goff on 1st and 10. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 4. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short pass brought in. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Throwing again, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, a get to Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He puts some power on a deep one left. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10, McCarthy. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys get more points to end a lopsided first half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Gibson now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're at halftime of a lopsided contest thus far. One team with a whole lot of adjustments to make during the break. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports halftime. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The visitors and their QB, J.J. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Lays out left side and gets it. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down.
A give to Corum. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Jukes out of one, and he carries it in for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And these guys grow their lead yet again. Something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep.